Hello everybody, and we are back. It's going to be DE_cash for our next map. Now that first map, 16-13, incredibly close on DE_Inferno. We saw TLM from the Rasta side there kind of convincingly take that towards the end. That was all up in the air for a while, but fantastic play from both teams of their terrorist sides, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, after the first half display, it looked like there was only one winner, and that was going to be the not-so-lovely men. But you know that anything can happen in Counter-Strike. The odds were heavily stacked against TLM, but they pulled the comeback off. Fair play to them. I definitely wouldn't have bet on TLM pulling it back, but they did. And at the end of the day, that's all that counts.
And now we are onto the knife round here. Henry Gunn's getting involved straight away, gets one knife off. Gets taken down by Weber eventually, and it's just chaos throughout all of the knife rounds. Now it is a 2v3 situation, and it's all up to Cause now in a seamlessly impossible way of doing this. If he can get a tag on both of them, he will go. Oh! And JKM comes in with a last slash then. Almost thought that Cause could have taken that. And let's see what side they're going to swap around. Maybe.
Choose your fate.
There we go, and they have done a little bit of swapsies. We will see Rasta TLM starting on the CT side. It's Cause, JT, Henry G, Fearless, and Sliggy taking on the not-so-lovely men. Starting on the terrorist side of Vertigo, Steel, Neil M, Weber, and Jake M. We'll be following Jake M here for this terrorist half. They seem to be heading towards that B-bomb site early on. The bomb has been dropped down, and they will be looking around, deciding what they want to do. Weber's going off on his own a bit there. Henry Guns gets taken down to 17 health early on, poking towards that long haul bit. Flashes and first smokes go in. Henry Guns has got hardly any health, taken down by Jake M there. We've got Sliggy up the top, seemingly trying to defend off, but Jake M's going to get that bomb down, putting it in a very smart position here. Sliggy won't be able to see him from on top. Jake M's being very careful here, hiding away. Weber, he's playing it very smart. He's going all the way around the outside here. He can do some serious damage if he speeds up a little bit. Cause is coming through. He's there with Fearless, but let's watch Weber because he is on a sneaky sneak right now. It's Neil M and Weber. It's all up to Weber now. And if he bides his time correctly here. Oh no! And that was just because Jake M had to plant that bomb down right in the corner because Sliggy had up top on the rafter area. And first round goes to TLM. Starting is maybe how they mean to go on.
I mean, that's the problem with that larger bomb site. You've got upstairs and downstairs, and the advantage for the terrorists is that there's a lot of cover to plant the bomb behind. But in that case, Weber, he was in the wrong place, and Jacob pretty much had to plant the bomb behind the box in the previous round. The CTs now, they've got money, they've got bigger guns. We see 4 Pharmacies and Sliggy with the Silence Stem 4, and pretty much all the terrorists heading down mid. Question is, are they going to go A? We see that sign, that A sign on the wall. Here we go, Geronimo, Vertigo with the first kill. Good stuff using that new weapon, that new strange pistol. And we've seen the CZ750 or whatever it's called, and we've seen a lot of teams use it at this event. It seems like it could play a new role in Counter-Strike for the pistols, especially deco rounds. I mean, this team, the not-so-lovely men, they seem to have favoured it over the popular P250, which is a surprise. But anyways, here he is, the fan favourite, Neil M, just before falling to his death, and bog standard anti-eco from TLM, 2-0.
And it's not the first map, we are on to the second map. The first map was DE_Inferno, where Rasta TLM took the win 16-13 in a very nail-biting first game here. So we're on this D-Cash map. Not a map I'm overly familiar with here, but it's provided some entertaining play early on. Now we will see, obviously, continuous amounts of ecos here from the T side. It seems like Sliggy might be meeting a couple of terrorists very shortly. The terrorists have brought up actually all AKs there. And they might be looking to do the surprise buy onto Rasta TLM. Now this worked in their favour very well on Inferno, if I remember correctly. And let's see what they can do with it this time round. Weber doing the first sets of shots, gets Fearless down, nice play. Weber is very sly and sneaky here. More firefight coming down. Heavily well defended by Sliggy and Henry G there. Vertigo finally picking up kills, but it's a little too late. There's still 3 members left. Vertigo's going to sit on that grenade, and Henry G takes him down.
I think fair place to Sliggy, I think it was, who got 3 or 4 kills. in that round. It was a turning point. It was looking healthy for the Terrorists. They went for that early buy, but because they went for the early buy and lost the round, not only has it put their opponents 3 rounds up, but they're being forced to eco and deco again. And we were talking about how they favoured that new weapon, but it is a bit of a costly weapon, so they decided to stick with the good old-fashioned P250 for this deco. Deary me. Anyway, Steel has that Mendy P250 making his way in towards that bomb site. Headshot from Henry G. Good stuff from him. Him and Sliggy have got that bomb site on lockdown. Fearless spots Jacob and deals with him well. It's pretty much a bog standard anti-decal that we've seen so far. Another good shot from Fearless. You know, nothing to talk about. Everything we expected happened, and the CT's not even one casualty. 4-0, and TLM are looking strong.
And now Henry Guns has played that a little aggressive spot outside there quite well now. About 3 times we've seen him pull off great shots from there. They're just not looking up there. Maybe some of the players aren't too familiar with this map as well. We might be able to see that. There might be a telling factor in what's going on, but it's 4-0 in favour of Rasta TLM. The not-so-lovely men finally have guns again in their hands as their earlier buy did not work for them in their favour. We'll see Weber as the point guard here. Oh, Fearless! Amazing shot there with the AWP. Let's see what else he can do. Second man down, takes down Neil Mem, gets the third, and takes down Vertigo. Fantastic AWP play from Fearless. I can't help but think that if Still had an AWP in that situation, we might have seen a bit more resistance from the Terrorists, but 5-0, they were completely shot down. And Rasta, great start for the second map here.
Yeah, TLM are looking strong, especially if Fearless keeps that up. We saw him open on Inferno, and well, he's carried on that form to Cash as well. We're watching him right now. He's taking a peek at mid, and we've got a pause.
Not 100% sure what the pause is for at this moment. But we'll work on finding out exactly what it is. Hopefully not a long delay here for this. It could just be maybe they want to get a pause in to kind of refresh their minds, get their heads back in the game. But we are unpaused and ready. Here we go. 5-0 in favour of Rasta. The not-so-lovely men not doing so well here on DE_Cash. But we've still got a hell of a lot of rounds to play for, where you can see Fearless is looking around. There's not many Terrorists in his sights. We'll look at Weber here, who's been a great point man for this team so far. It looks like they're going to meet Caused here. He's in a fantastic position to look at Neil M and Weber. We see Jake M has timed out.
That's what the pause will be for.
Yep, and hopefully he'll be joining back very soon in time for that next round. Sadly, that will mess up his money. Oh, Weber and Caused very close there. He's going to get an Insignia grenade down. Oh, Neil M takes the bullets for him. Weber cleans up on the kill. And now we're on to JT, who's looking to find Weber. He knows he's around the area somewhere. Gets the first 2 bullets onto him. Finally, it hits him in the head. And it's all up to Vertigo. Let's see what this man can do in this 1v4 situation, which looks like he will be trying to save his gun. Now, let's see. Any of the CTs going to go for a little push on him? Because I'd be quite happy to take that gun out of his hands if I was them.
Well, I'm quite surprised by the fact that, I see what happened. What happened was Jacob timed out and he had the bomb. And all of his teammates were elsewhere on the map, and now Vertigo has to go all the way back to T-spawn, pick up the bomb, but with only 15 seconds to go and 1 versus 4, he doesn't fancy it. I don't blame him for not fancying it. And he's just going to try and hide and save his lovely blue steel AK for the next round.
And they're saying Neil M is sabotaging computers at LAN. I'm pretty sure that's not true. But he definitely wouldn't sabotage his own player. Server is paused while we wait for Jake M to be able to join back. Probably just going to have a look at some PC issues, work out what exactly is going on. Now look at this so far though. 6-0. Already such an early lead on D-Cash. Now, I really want to see the not-so-lovely men put up a bit more resistance here, don't you?
Obviously, we all would, but whether we're going to see it or not, I'm not quite sure. Steel is yet to get a kill, and from the games we've casted of the not-so-lovely men, Steel has probably been the standout player, or one of the standout players in that team alongside Weber, but he's not even got a kill on Cash, and it's quite surprising because, you know, the Americans and Canadians like a bit of Cash. But obviously moving to Europe hasn't done him...
been played a little bit less over here, isn't it?
He's been playing more D2 Inferno and you can train here in Europe. But hopefully they'll unpause soon. I do think the lovely men, the not so lovely men, sorry, will be able to pull a few rounds back. But the lovely men, they're looking strong, and I'm not sure whether the not so lovely men would actually drop into the lower bracket should they lose this.
Yeah, I believe that's the way it will work. They'll
Okay.
drop down into the lower bracket and have to face one of the other teams on that side of
Fair
things.
enough.
So we've got a fair few more games to cast for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
The finals we're aiming to be on at 9 o'clock this evening.
Well, that's
Can't wait for it. That's what's scheduled so far. But
Yeah.
little delays like this always happen when we get to events like this. And but this is the wonderful thing about this event. It's a very nice community feel. We're around mingling with League of Legends players, Dota players. There's a lot of fantastic tournaments going on. I know the ESL guys have brought their Dota 2 tournament here, and that's a fantastic thing for Epic Land, a growing event. Hopefully, eventually, it'll be an event to rival the size like the I series that we're normally used to.
I mean, I was watching one of Richard Lewis's tours of Epic 11 before I came here, because this is my first Epic Land, obviously, here casting it. And one thing he mentioned was that every year a lot of UK players tell Epic Land, oh, we'll come to Epic Land if you meet this demand, if you meet this demand, if you meet this demand. And Richard said, and rightly said, that Epic Land have met all the demands that people are putting, but yet we're still not finding that many people coming to Epic Land as opposed to iSeries, and I don't know why. And so if you're at home watching this game, try to sort out a team for the next Epic Land, even if it's one of the light Epic Lands, a land's a land.
And the thing is with Epic Land as well, bring a mixed team here. Look how many mixed teams we're watching
Exactly,
play.
yeah.
It's a hell of a lot of fun. Okay, we may have had a couple of 16-0s that we've seen,
Yeah.
but that's bound to happen in any tournament if you've got a whole mixed range of levels and players here. But the thing is, you've got to take for Epic Land is the price, the location. Look at we're in the Kettering Conference Centre.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fantastic. They take out the whole hall, and it looks like Jake M is joining back with us. Give us a second. Here we go, and we are ready. It is 6-0 for Rasta TLM, the not so lovely men, yet to get a score on the board. Maybe JKM will come back refreshed on his new PC and be able to do a bit of game changing over here. But what we'll do is we'll follow Vertigo, who was the man who saved his AK from the last round. Neil M's bought, and the rest of them seem to be on an eco. So mixed feelings on what the team are actually doing here.
Ooh, have a look at this.
Oh, sneaky. Now if he's Sliggy's looking for him. No one's tagged just yet. And that was just shots fired all over the place and missed. Didn't kind of pay off in what he was hoping for then, but a nice little boost near that warehouse. Well, they are just waiting around. Fearless again. He is so good with that AWP. Now Jacob's going to run straight into cores, and Weber takes him out from the side. This could be the round that they needed here, and an unexpected round almost. Fearless is just doing great work. Let's go get following on him. Another one down for Fearless. He is just on fire. I told you how important his AWP was. Oh, it narrowly misses an AWP shot onto Neil M, who's only got 10 health left. Finally finished off by JT. What I want to see on this map now is Fearless versus Steel 1v1, little AWP off like we were seeing on Inferno. Them two are going backwards and forwards round for round. But look, 7-0 in favour of Rasta TLM. What can the not so lovely men do now?
In all honesty, I don't know. I mean, you said you weren't too familiar with Cash. I'm not too familiar with Cash, but it looks like the terrorists aren't too familiar with Cash either. It's always easier to play as a counter-terror as a CT side when you're on a map that you're not too familiar about, because all you do is sit on top of one of the two bomb sites and protect it. In this case, the terrorists, they obviously don't have too much experience on Cash, but Vertigo is looking to use his bags of experience on other maps with that pink AWP to hopefully get a second frag under his name. 5 versus 4. Can the not so lovely men build on this one-man advantage they have? Vertigo is peeking. He's all Fearless is coming his way, but Fearless wins the battle of the AVP. 4 versus 2, looking healthy. Neil with that AK headshot onto Cause, and Jacob coming around the side. He knew where Fearless was, and he dealt with him accordingly. And Henry G, the experienced man, is all by himself. Here's Jacob coming to his right, but it wasn't meant to be. And a sign of intent from the not so lovely men.
Yep, the not so lovely men, they've just got back a score on the board for them, 7-1. Now, what happened better for them this round, it looked like, was they took it a bit slower. They looked for a bit of splits and picks. They got the first kills off. Vertigo got the nice AWP shot off there. He was eventually taken down by Fearless, but they were just in the right places. But the CTs didn't seem to kind of work together too much. Now they're all spread out very thinly, and the terrorists dealt with that as they needed to. Neil M taking a massive grenade just there. Let's see what's going on here. JT looks like he's about to meet some forces here. Sliggy's done the first kill onto Neil M.
Oh my god.
Waiting to see what's going to happen now. JT's got Steel right on his right there, and Steel takes him down from behind the truck. Now it's a 2v4 situation, but it's Steel and Jake M. Anything is possible. Sliggy down there. He's been spotted. Oh, Steel knows he's there. Who's going to get him? Oh, so close. 53 HP left on Sliggy. Throws out a grenade. Tries to distract. Oh, and finally Cause comes around and takes Steel out from behind. He was just outmanned. Now it's all up to JKM. There's been a bit of spam here through the box. He's eventually taken down by Cause, and the CTs grab another round, 8-1 in favour of Rasta TLM.
Yeah, I mean, it's no lie that they're not so lovely men, i.e. the terrorists need to step their game up a little bit. I'm not going to go all out and say, oh, TLM have this in the bag, so that... because knowing our luck, the not so lovely men will end up turning it back round as CT. So 8-1, 5-on-5. Vertigo has gone for an interesting choice. He's gone for that new pistol thingamajig again. The terrorists all heading more or so towards mid/the A bomb site. The bomb is actually on the back of Weber, who's hanging around the back. Steel gets first blood onto Fearless. He's going to win the Battle of the Orpers now, but he has that Molotov on the ground in front of him. He can't advance. He's going to CT, and he's going to see that grenade, and he's going to acknowledge that a CT is in and around that area. He's going to keep his crosshair looking. He's trying to find the CT. Neil is behind the door. Of course, if he opens the door, the CTs will hear him. It's not looking good for the terrorists, but they do have that one-man advantage. They need to capitalize on it. They're closing in onto this A bomb site. Jacob with the bomb on his back. Come on, terrorists. You need another round on the board. You can't let Cause. Don't go in one by one. And this is what I mean. It doesn't look like they know the map. JT appearing out of nowhere around the back and taking them out. But Steel, is he going to save the day? The answer is no. And the T's, they had a one-man advantage, but they really looked lost. The bomb site was there in front of them. They just had to throw a few flashes. They just had to push in. But instead, they got done from behind.
That was a fantastic play by JT. He took his time, was being very slow, got all the way around the side of all the terrorists, took out a couple of players, did some more damage. Fantastic work. Now, what I want to see from the CTs is a bit more of a performance like that. And from the terrorists, they just need to get some momentum going. Fearless takes down Jake M early on. Fearless's AWP has been on point. Now he's looking for the next man. All the terrorists around him, they are on a deco-eco mix at the moment. Let's see where Weber is now with that deagle in hand. He's looking to try get that AWP from Fearless. Can't quite make the connection. Oh, Fearless and Sliggy finally gets him taken down. Probably saved Fearless there, who only had 7 health left. Now it's all up to Steel once again, and the terrorists do really seem lost. You kind of feel for them here. They may have the aim and the raw ability, but on a map like D-Cash, you need a bit more than that. You need a bit of momentum, and you need some tactics in place.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Cash, in a way, there's so many hiding spots. Yeah, I mean, you can see that bin right in front of us. There's a lot more metal tanks around the map. Even we saw that inside bomb site on the pistol round that had so many boxes around. And that's one of the beautiful things about Cash. But the problem is, it can more than often work against you, and that's exactly what's happened to the terrorists in this case. They've all bought up, they've got 5 AK-47s, and they're all heading more or less towards this B bomb site. Bomb on the back of Neil the Irishman. Henry G trying to counter this attack from the terrorists. JT holding still on the A bomb side, but most of the terrorists are actually going towards B. Weber's going to get that opening frag. Vertigo coming in, helping him out. Is this a sign of intent? Is this a sign of things to come from the terrorists? They are on the bomb site. We can confirm they're there. We can confirm that the bomb's down. 5 versus 3. They've lost a man. They've lost Jacob. 4 versus 3. Steel only on 6 HP. He's hiding behind the box. We spoke about the boxes. They're using the boxes to their advantage. And now they've just got to play it patient. And Weber taking Cause from behind. And surely it's got to be a terrorist round. Fearless, however, we know what he can do with that up. He came from above, but it left him a bit out in the open. 10-2. The terrorists now are 2 rounds, but it's still probably not enough.
And a key thing of that round was, look at where Neil M planted the bomb. I know before, when we saw earlier on in the round, Jake M kind of lost it for his team there by having to plant the bomb behind the boxes. This time it was nice and out in the open, so they knew that they could get that position saved if needed. Now let's quickly follow Steel here with the AWP. Hopefully we're going to see him go against Fearless, the other man on the CT side with the AWP in hand. Let's see if they will spot each other. Oh, and Fearless, he's just there, just before him. Still was out time there, didn't even get a chance to react. And now Sliggy's coming under heavy grenade fire from the T's as they move round. But it's 10-2. We've only got 3 more rounds left in this. And Rasta TLM looking in pretty good shape right now. Henry Guns holding his position there. We've got Cause waiting around the locker room. JT's just holding bomb site. He's got a bit of spot onto Vertigo over there. Heavily tagged at the moment. Oh, he's on 11 health. Finally gets him. Nice played by JT. Now it's only up to Weber and Jake M. Weber's got a AWP in hand. Can he make anything happen with it? He knows exactly where JT is. Oh, misses the shot and JT finishes him off. 11 for 2. Rasta are running away with it.
They are, and again, I don't want to jinx it. I mean, last time we said that it looked like the Not So Lovely Men. I think they won Inferno 9-6 as T-side. And then TLM turned it around, and it seems like that's given TLM confidence. They're looking really strong. I mean, obviously, both these teams didn't veto cash out, so you sort of think that they both know what's going on. Is it a case of the terrorists not knowing the map? Is it a case of them not being too familiar with the map? Or are TLM really that good on cash? We see most of the players going down mid, and Fearless peeks out and takes down Neil. Weber gets a return frag, caused elsewhere, getting another frag. Wild frags galore at the moment. 4 on 3. What's going to happen? Vertigo, the terrorist, they're trying to slow it down. He has the bomb at mid. Steele's trying to infiltrate the B bomb site. Jacob is also trying to give him a hand. Down goes Steele. It's up to Vertigo and Jacob now. They spot Henry G, that uses his wealth of experience.
Fantastic.
Takes out Jacob thanks to Sliggy. And there we go, he takes out Vertigo. I mean, it just seems like they're lacking something in. They get to the door of the bomb site.
It's almost like they're too scared to go in.
Yeah.
They're getting just outside there. They're almost ready to enter. One person dies. It's like, oh, whoa. Yeah. I don't want to be that first man out there. What they really need is they need to get either Weber or Steele, who seem to be kind of the point men for their team, to get out there, get them early frags. But if you look at these scoreboards, it's Steele and Weber at the top. They might need a bit of backup from their team as well. They're not quite getting the kills they need to on this. But look at how Henry G and Sliggy were playing just then. Henry G took a little bit of heavy fire. Sliggy replied straight away, and that's the kind of team help you want in situations like this. Here we go, Sliggy again onto Steele. There's only 3 members left in the T side. This is the last round of the half. Weber's behind there. Sliggy shot through it. I don't think he actually knows that he was there. He could have continued with that spam a little bit. Neil M's actually just underneath him. Neil M finally taken down by Fearless. JT down by Weber. And 13-2. Fantastic halves from Rasta TLM. They will only need 3 rounds to go in and win it. If they get this pistol round, oh my god, what a blasting map.
Yeah, the pistol round will be decisive. If the terrorists win it, then I got bad news for the Not So Lovely Men. They won't have lived up to their name, and they'll end up going to the loser bracket. But the good news for them is, even if they do end up going down to the losers bracket, they can still, reach the grand final. And when I was at I-49, Weber and the rest of his teammates who were in the same team as him, they actually went into the lower bracket final, ended up coming back to the final, and they won the final. So it's not the end of the world if the Not So Lovely Men end up losing here.
Exactly, that is exactly what can happen. And look here, we see the CTs of the Not So Lovely Men getting very aggressive here. Fearless takes down Neil M with that P250. The rest of his team have Glocks in hand, but that's exactly what you need him to do. Fearless gets another one. Fantastic play from him on the pistol round. It is 3v4 early on, and Rasta TLM, they're hardly outside of any bombs. Like, they're not making any commitments just yet. Great position to be in. Now let's see what Cause can do here with Glock in hand. The next person he's probably going to meet is going to either be Vertigo, and they're heading towards that B bomb site. Going to get the bomb down now. Vertigo at the back here. Cause pushing around. He's only got 7 now. Vertigo, fantastic shot onto Cause there. Absolutely obliterates him just there. And it's only 2 members left. That nade's going to come through. Might end up killing Vertigo. No, he's on 9. 6 health. Grenades going everywhere. They're waiting around Sliggy and Henry Guns. It's all up to you guys. And Henry Guns clears it up 14 for 2. This is going to be very difficult for the Not So Lovely Men, and we could see this not go to a 3rd map. Now, our predictions before the Not So Lovely Men to actually take this. But look, Rasta TLM, they are doing it well, and they are doing it right.
Now they're doing it with style as well. I mean, we were expecting to have to go to a 3rd map because both teams are so evenly matched, but the choice of cash really hasn't worked in favour of the Not So Lovely Men, and they're not just going to end up losing this game. but they're going to end up losing 2-0. And I don't think anyone really expected that. And we've got the terrorists now, they're rushing into this A-bomb site. They've got Galils, they're up against USPs and shotguns and all sorts. Hello, still with 3, and maybe, just maybe, he's saved his team's bacon for now. And he has!
Fantastic. Neil M with that shotgun at the end. It's almost like he'd given up and it paid off for him in the end. But still, with that P250, was just doming heads left, right and centre.
Neil's writes, come on in the chat.
Maybe they'll bring this back. 14-3 deficit at the moment on D-Cash, but that could inspire and motivate them to take it a little bit further, hopefully. But one thing you've got to point out here, Fearless has been playing absolutely fantastic. Look at 20 for 6 so far in this half. It is an eco round. Jake M is dealing with them single-handedly there. Only Fearless left and only one member down to the TT side. Vertigo's taking under heavy fire, and eventually Fearless goes down at the hands of Neil M.
Yeah, box standard anti-eco round from the CTs. And now we need them to build on it. They've got 2 rounds on the board. They did lose a pistol round, but TLM, despite the weapon advantage, they couldn't take advantage of the advantage they were given. And, well, realistically speaking, they had it handed to them on a plate. And because they lost that previous round, now they're being forced into decoing. And now they will have decoded 2 rounds in a row. So what does Steel have on his back? He's got an M4. We've got Jacob with that auto sniper, which is quite an interesting choice. Let's see what he can do. I'm not sure if the CTs are expecting the Ts to actually buy after the deco they had last round. But hello, they're all rushing into this bomb site like a train. Boom, 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 boom. Kills left, right and centre. But the good news for the terrorists is they're decoing. The bomb's going to go down. Weber, Neil and Vertigo. Last counter terrorist standing. Vertigo, is he going to get one? He spots TLM, but he spots JT, sorry, but couldn't finish him off. He's only on 38 HP. Fearless is playing it cool. JT, is he going to rescue this for the terrorists? It's the match point. They were decoing, remember. Weber with the FAMAS. Just in the nick of time. Has he got time to defuse? I can't hear the bomb sound.
Plenty of time.
Looks like he's got time. And, well, TLM unlucky because they did really well considering the fact they only had P250s. But at the end of the day, Weber came in and saved his teammate.
Well, look how many rounds they've brought up now. 3 rounds like that. Very well done by the counter-terrorists here of the not-so-lovely men. Rasta TLM, they are trying to put the work in right now and claw some rounds back. We've now got guns on them. Now, the man I want to watch is Fearless with that AWP in hand. Still, only the auto sniper. He might be coming against Jake M's auto sniper. He's going to be boosted by JT here onto the T-ramp side of things. Look at, saw Jake M's head. Oh! Great shot by Jake M with that auto sniper. Now, this could be interesting. Look at Sliggy's position here. He's going to meet Steel in that smoke. But who's going to see who first? Very tense right now. He's almost like he knows Steel's playing around that section. Steel's been pretty much holding that A-bomb site on his own for quite a lot, with Jacob being so aggressive.
So we see the bomb making his way towards Sliggy, actually, in and around this A-bomb site. Steel's the only man on the A-bomb site. If Sliggy can take out Steel, no, he's not going to be able to do it. I was just going to say that it looked like Henry G and the rest of them were faking the other bomb site. And if Sliggy had managed to take out Steel, he just might have managed to get that plant down, but it wasn't meant to be. 14-6 in the CTs, they're fighting back. There's still a long way for him to go. They're
fighting back, and Jacob still has that auto sniper. It seems that that's been the winning factor for him at the moment. That was a fantastic shot he got off onto Fearless. But you look, Fearless has only got a Galil. The rest of the team have got AKs. Not the best buy. But look, they're going in all to the same, to the A-bomb site now. Pushing aggressively. Sorry, I get that wrong. B-bomb site that was. And Sliggy is all of... No, it's Sliggy and Fearless. Here we go. But it's all up to Steel now. Steel, the last man here. Got to take on a 54 health Fearless, 17 health Sliggy. It's very close right now. They have not got that bomb though, and Steel is quite far away. He's checking out to see if they were coming to the B-bomb site in the end or not. Seemingly looks like the bomb is heading over to that middle site. If Steel keeps up this speed, he will meet them very shortly. They're checking every corner here. And this could be fantastic for Steel.
Oh.
Is he going to make it all the way around?
He's got them!
Oh, yes! And it's all up to Fearless. Fantastic shooting by Steel. And what did we say about him in earlier rounds? Oh, look at that aim. Look at that precision. He took his time, didn't rush anything with that, didn't get too over-aggressive. 14-7.
Yeah, and terrific anticipation from Steel, because obviously he was on close to the A-bomb side. That's his regular position, and he rotated to mid. He thought, right, 1 versus 2. I got no idea what bomb site they're going to choose, so I'll sit slap bang in the middle. And well, luck was in his favour, and he pulled off a stunning 2 versus 1.
And Rasta TLM, they're desperately just trying to get in that nade, aggressively hit all of them, super damage on, but they are in that B bomb site. Fearless will go down to plant. Now he's planting again behind these boxes, not in the open spot that we're used to. JT's getting shot onto Jake M, and this is looking like a 3v2 situation. Steel and Virgo, the only guys left for the not so lovely men. It seems like the lovely men are in a very good situation. Steel popping up on the rafters there.
Oh.
It's eventually taken down, but it's a 1v1 and Virgo gets it. Great shot on JT there. 14-8. This is getting closer than we thought. It definitely seems to be a bit of a CT-sided map.
Yeah, I mean, Steel's been on fire for the past 2 or 3 rounds. He's done really well. He's come in. Like I told you yesterday, we used to have an old saying when I used to play Source: if every player on a team can guarantee 2 kills, you'll win every round. And Steel is coming in the last 2 or 3 rounds. He's got 2 kills. In some rounds, he's even got 3 kills. And at the moment, he's a decisive factor in this game. TLM, they're so close to victory. Yet so far, the CTs, Jacob with that auto sniper has been working out really well for him. Where the terrorists going? Sliggy has the bomb. He's making his way towards mid alongside Fearless and JT. Cause slowly creeping towards that B bomb site where he's got Neil to deal with. Neil, of course, just 8 and 8, and he's only got 27 HP.
And that's a massive damage already done to him before he's even seen anyone. Poor Neil M not having a good game at this time at all.
So where the terrorists gonna go? We got Sliggy with the bomb on his back. They're taking their time. They know that they're only leaving Steel on the A bomb site, and that well and truly is the case. Only Steel, only the Canadian is holding that A bomb site. And when you consider there's 1, 2, 3 of them here at mid, all they have to do is execute, put the flashes out, disperse the smokes, and hit him. There's only so much Steel can do.
Yep, and this is it. Steel, he looks like he's about to meet some damage here on Sliggy. It's like they know they're there. They're looking to see the first pixel. Who's going to get it? It looks like Fearless might go first. They're looking for Steel. We've got Steel here. He's just literally looking around. He's going to meet all 3 of them if they push onto this bomb site. The bomb is there. The kills are happening elsewhere, but Steel's got to hold this on his own. Gets the first one. Cleverly falls back. Got the bomb down. Won't get JT. Is shot down quite quickly, and it's 3v2. Neil with 21 health. Virgo with 100. Cause with 100. JT with 34. And Fearless with 100. Looking like it's in favour of Rasta TLM, and they desperately need to claw around back after being in a consecutive losing round after round.
And obviously it's match point. If TLM managed to pull this off, and it looks like Fearless just might know he's missed a few shots. Here's Vertigo coming around the corner. Lovely shot from him. Neil is... Oh! JT coming around the corner and deal with it. I'm quite surprised Fearless didn't actually take him out, but here we go. This is what the CTs feared. It's match point 15-8, and the CTs have got a long way to go to try and save this map. And if they don't save this map, then they've lost the game.
And that was some great faking strategy from the rest of TLM guys there. Steel, he does not rotate until the very last minute, but even he could not hold off all 3 of them terrorists, only managing to take down 1 player here. And we can see Fearless going for an aggressive push outside. Oh, he's shot down by the FAMAS of Jake there. Cause replies, and so does Sliggy. And we're at a 3v3 situation straight off in the first few seconds of this round.
So Henry G invents, he's throwing that smoke down. He's got the bomb on his back as well. Let's have a look at how the CTs are placed out. We got Steel here on the B bomb site for a change. We know, of course, he normally plays on the A bomb site, and Caused takes down Weber. There's no one on the A bomb site. Have the terrorists realised that? Sliggy and Henry G, they're trying to push through mid, trying to make their way up the ramp, up mid, towards that A bomb site. There's still no one there. Caused is there. He's calling it to them. They have to get the bomb down. If the bomb goes down now, just play a patient game, and there's only so much Neil and Steel can do against 3 terrorists. So, Steel and Neil, they seem to be rotating through the same area in mid. Steel seems to have other ideas up his sleeve as Neil slowly gets ever so closer to that bomb. He's spotted one of the terrorists already. He's anticipating that Cause is somewhere to his left, and at the moment Neil is outnumbered. Where is Steel? That's where he is. He's taking out Henry G. Steel, the magic man, coming in from somewhere. 1 versus 1. The fake defuse comes in, but the Canadian couldn't save the CTs. Again, 16-8 GG and 2-0 TLM.
Yeah, well played to TLM. Fantastic game there. 16-8 and 16-13. The first map was DE_Inferno where they got 16-13. It was a lot closer than what we've just seen on Dcash, but the Rasta Gaming team, they had a fantastic first half of CT. Great game really all round, but didn't go to the 3 maps that we thought it would at the beginning.
I mean, Cash, TLM were dominant, but when you go and look back at the previous map, which of course was Inferno, the comeback that TLM pulled off gave them all the momentum they needed to come into this map and take the whole game. And hats off to TLM, that's all I can say.
Cool. Well, guys, we'll be bringing you the next game very soon, so don't move anywhere. We're going to stick some music on just for a little bit, work out what game we're going to cast next, and bring you another epic game very soon. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter @Reason Gaming and @Banks Esports.